Hello YouTubers, it's some time since I posted any cards whatsoever, so I just thought I'd bring you all up to speed with a selection of cards I purchased at a recent fair in the UK. It's full of vintage, and these are mainly film stars. I think they're practically all film stars actually, or stage artists. And the first card I've got for you here is one of Jean Harlow from the 1930s. I'll just turn it over, then you can see the reverse here, and then you'll see that this is a Cinema Stars set of 50 cards, and this one shows Jean Harlow, the Platinum Blonde, as she was known, and it was issued by Nicholas Cerrone of Piccadilly, London. Second up today is our great Gracie Fields. This lady who did a lot of great efforts in the Second World War to entertain the troops, American troops and UK troops, and in fact all the Allies. And she was famous for "There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover," and actually she has just a couple of weeks ago turned 100, and she's still alive, and she is still not necessarily recording but having records issued in her name. And this one, it's a lovely little card issued by Premier Tobacco of London, from a set of stage and screen personalities, series of 100, Gracie Fields, number 65. I won't be giving you a rendition of any of the songs. Next up is an Ogden's tabs card, Rudyard Kipling. This was just a filler I picked up. It's number 35 from, not quite sure which of the series, probably B series or something, but we'll just have a look at the back. It may tell us a little bit more. So it's the Ogden's Sydney, so it's the Australian version of the Guinea Gold cigarettes, but it's not in brilliant condition, but it's a bit of a filler. Next we've got Lon Chaney, a nice little card of Lon Chaney there, and a super duper hat. And this card is from the Wills Tobacco Company, from their Four Aces cigarettes, film favourite set, number 10. Next up is, I don't know if anybody can guess out there, but this is Rudolph Valentino. A few surface issues with this card, but it's still quite a difficult card to get, this one. As you'll see from the back, this is another Wills Four Aces, this time a greenback, probably issued in the late 20s, I would imagine. I've got the dates in the book somewhere, but after that we'll move on to another Ogden's tab. This one is Edison, Thomas Edison. Corners slightly knocked, but it's a decent card, so it found its way into my possession. Quick look at the back. There we go. A series, number 14, Ogden tabs, their general interest series, from a set of 150. Next up we've got a Guinea Gold here. This one is Mark Twain. A couple of corner knocks at the top there with a little bit of white board showing, but still a nice card, and one that's being sought after at the moment. And then just the ubiquitous plain back. Next we're moving on to everybody's favourite, Joan Crawford. This is a Lloyd cigarette card, issued in the 30s. Photographic series. It's a pretty common card, but still nice to have. It's not the best condition in the world, but it's still a very nice card. So just somebody at the door there. Next up is Bill Tilden, and this is from the Godfrey Phillips Sporting Champions series. Interesting enough, these were printed in France, but they were issued in the UK by Godfrey Phillips, early 30s. And next up we have Marlene Dietrich. This is quite nice condition, this one. Good potential for grading if I ever get round to grading any cards at all. And this is another Godfrey Phillips issue, Stage and Cinema Beauties, series of 35, and this being number 31. Next up is everybody's favourite again, Winston Churchill, one of our great war leaders. Quite nice condition, sharp corners, probably grades about maybe 6 or 7. It's slightly off centre on the back, a little mark as well there you can see, but didn't cost an arm and a leg, so brought it into the fold. And next again we've got the Platinum Blonde Shell, Jean Harlow. Another 1930s card. I mean, most of these cards I'm going to show you today are 1930s. I haven't done enough research to give you the actual dates, but you can tell by the poses and by the cards that that have that 1930s look about them. And to the back, we can see this is Godfrey Phillips yet again, Beauties of the World, set of 36, this one being number 33, Stars of Stage and Screen. Next, we've got a nice Harold Lloyd card, slightly off centre, but still very nice condition. Let's just move that up a bit. And a view for the back. See, this one's issued by United Kingdom Tobacco Company Limited in London, one of the smaller London-based tobacco companies that were very prevalent in the 20s and 30s. That's number 13 of 50, actual Cinema Stars actual photographs. Next up, another Joan Crawford classic. And to the reverse, as we can see, it's John Sinclair, card number 97 from the Film Stars series of real photographs. Her real name is Billy Cassin, and she ran away from school and joined a vaudeville company under the name of Lucille Lassure. Good old Joan. Next up we've got Bing Crosby. A nice card of Bing. 30s again, and this one again, John Sinclair's number 102. Excellent condition, probably grades a 6 or maybe a 7. See what else we've got. That's okay. We've got no. We'll go. Here we go. This is another Carole Lombard card. This one is from Godfrey Phillips yet again. So you can see the top there. Beauties of Today, number 26, a series of real photographs Godfrey Phillips and Associated Companies. Without checking, that might be in one of their overseas issues because there's no address etc. at the bottom, but not quite sure offhand. Another Marlene Dietrich card, excellent condition again. It probably grades maybe a 7, 7.5. 1930s style. And this card was issued by R.J. Lee of Manchester. They issued Tournament, Chairman and Chairman Junior cigarettes. So, famous film stars, number 12 from a series of 54 real photographs. I'm not a real big lover of the photographic cards, but with these stars on, you've really got to collect them if you put in a full collection together. So I hit on these, as I say, at this local club in East UK a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, well, I might as well have them. So there's one of Clark Gable, nice card, nice condition, and again it's the Chairman back or with the R.J. Lee manufacturer. And there's a couple more Lee ones here. So I'll just give you the fronts. This one's Spencer Tracy, slightly off centre there, and then the next one is good old Mickey Rooney. That's a nice card of Mr. Rooney. And moving on, we've got a little bit more colour now. We're moving into the realms of tinted cards, and this is a Katharine Hepburn. Excellent condition, probably grades a 7, possibly an 8. And you've got half tones in there on this one, and then you can see this is yet another Godfrey Phillips card. And they were a massive producer of cigarette cards in the 20s and 30s, were Godfrey Phillips, and they covered many subjects, but in particular they really did a great selection of cinema stars and stage and screen artists. Okay. And next up we've got Betty. Oops, it's looking a bit wonky. There we go, Betty Davis, or Bet Davis, whichever you prefer. That's a nice looking card, and we can see on the back that one is actually by Abdullah, another London company, London West One. Slightly off centre on the back, but series of 32, cinema stars, number 11. And from a similar sort of set, we've got Clark Gable, half tones again. You see the colours coming in there. Nice condition, Clark Gable card. And then the rear, so look at the rear, that's Godfrey Phillips. And similar sort of card, well, it's exactly the same pose, slightly different colour variations, but it's the same cards, not quite such good condition. However, this one is the United Kingdom Tobacco Company, and these are a heck of a lot scarcer than Godfrey Phillips. So if you see one, pick it up, because you might not get another chance. Yeah, there we go, back. It's Bet again, Betty Davis, and this time it's the same image as previous, but again this is the United Kingdom tobacco version. Let's go for a bit of colour, and here we go, everybody's favourite, Dorothy Lamour. Lovely colour card. Once more, it's a Godfrey Phillips issue. Conditions excellent, probably grading a 6 or maybe 7, potentially more. I'll show you the back, and beauties of the day, beauties of today. number 11 from a series of 36, this being the second series. Following on is, oh, can't do that one, Betty Grable. Great looking card. Art Deco image there, the costume and so on. Really nice. And then the back, second series again, number 22 of 36. So, right, moving on swiftly. I'll just check what we've got in this little pile here. We'll start with, let's start with Tarzan. There he is, Johnny Weissmuller. Interesting spelling of the name. It's Johnny, double N-I-E, but he's also kept the H in there. And this one is United Kingdom. Good. And same image again, bit more colour on this one. Excellent condition, this one. And let's have a look at this card. That belongs to Godfrey Phillips. Johnny Weissmuller, Cinema Stars, hand-coloured pictures, series of 32. Johnny Weissmuller, number 14. And again, same image. Johnny Weissmuller again. No half tones this time. So let's just check the back. And we find that is Abdullah. First appearance in Tarzan, the Ape Man. And going back to the British heroes, war heroes, Mr. Winston Spencer Churchill. Guinea gold. It's probably about 1902, this card. And it's in fairly nice condition. I would be surprised in maybe a 5 or 5.5 or something with PSA. But I don't grade cards, so it's what it is in the collection. Now this is a little gem, Norma Shearer. It's not a card issue that a lot of people perhaps will be familiar with, but this is Cayley of Norwich, A.J. Cayley and Son. Quite scarce. And they were confectioners, fancy boxes of sweets and so on. So it's Cayley's Chocolates. Issued in the early 30s, I would say. What else we got now? Oh, here we've got Basil Rathbone, who was a great British cinema star who played the role of Sherlock Holmes in probably 12 to 14 films in the 1930s. And of course he's extremely well known for this in the UK, and he did other films as well, but he probably be most remembered for his Sherlock Holmes role. This card's got a plain back. And I've noticed on quite a few of these cards which I've purchased recently is that they do tend to have a machine mark, which is more noticeable on the front. But for what I paid for it, in the condition it's in, machine mark or no machine mark, it's still a good buy. Gloria Swanson. I absolutely love this card. I think it's fantastic. Just the eyes and the hat, the way she's looking. So like her face is looking forward, but her eyes are just looking over to the left there. It's really great. And then if we have a look at the back, this is Officer's Mess cigarettes, second series. Quite a scarce card, 1920s, I should say, without checking. I'm just trying to rifle through a few more here. Oh, there's another Cayley's card here. I think this one's got a little crease down the right-hand side there, but I picked it up. It was Joan because it was Joan Crawford, and again, these are quite scarce, so you don't see them every day. So until a better one comes along, this is the one that I've got. AJ Cayley and Son Limited of Norwich, which is, for those of you not familiar with the city, it's in the east of England. Next up is that great X-Star Ronald Reagan. This is a Bridgewater card, same as that one I showed you of Basil Rathbone. I forgot to mention that it's a Bridgewater card, and it's one of the large cards which they issued. It's a normal or standard size cigarette card. Most of the cards that Bridgewater issued tended to be what we call a K size over here in the UK, which is quite a small card. Again, machine marks on that one, but plain back. And then we've got another Lloyd's here. This one time it's Jean Harlow. Nice condition. Fairly easy to get hold of this card, but again, it's a really nice pose. Doesn't really show off her platinum blonde hair in this brown gravure card, but equally it is a nice card. It's well framed, and the setup of the card's quite nice as well, which I like. And then what I've also got here, same series, is Arman again. It's the same pose again, but it's Johnny Weissmuller. It would be nice if it was really well centered, but it is what it is. There's a Clark Gable card. That's nice condition. That's probably going to be a 7.5 or an 8 if it was graded, but that's what it is. Plain back. Another card from the Bridgewater larger series. Bob Hope, number 20. Again, you can see to the left of his head is the two little machine marks which I've been talking about in the others. But it's a great condition card otherwise, and it's always nice to pick these up. Bob Hope and the Bing Crosby cards as well. Again, plain back. We already mentioned that on those cards. And then finally, this is an interesting card, and difficult to find these. There's some surface issues on the top, just above his head to the left. This is Gary Cooper, of course, if those of you haven't already spotted that. It's a pretty scarce card, this, and if I show you the back, you'll see what I mean. This is Poppleton's Film Stars. And I think this was issued in 1926, which makes it probably one of his first cards. But you know, these are in the UK. These are very difficult to come across. Yeah, Gary Cooper, and that's it, folks. Look out! I'm going to be posting a few more videos in the near future. Next time, I'll be showing you some of my latest sports card acquisitions.